J-horror jokes.
It was around the age of 10 that I began living separately from my father. Since the latter years of elementary school, I was allowed to visit my father's place on my own, spending the night there occasionally. His residence was a small apartment, and I would often go there after school, sleeping in his bed while waiting for his return. I enjoyed the feeling of him waking me up when he got home in the evening, and sometimes I would pretend to be asleep just to experience that. Shortly after starting junior high school, there was a day when I left home for school and suddenly remembered that it was the anniversary of the founding of the school. I had still been thinking of it as an elementary school and I had made a mistake. For a brief moment, I thought about going back home, but a mischievous idea crossed my mind, and I headed to my father's apartment. It was the first time I was going there in the morning, and I felt nervous. The door was unlocked. I cautiously peeked inside. For some reason, everything felt different from usual. I looked into the bedroom, but the sunlight streaming in was too bright for me to see clearly. There was a strange woman sleeping in my father's bed. Who was she? She was in her underwear, sleeping lazily. Could it be my father's mistress? No way, my father wouldn't. Panic surged within me, and I grabbed an ashtray nearby and struck the woman's head. I couldn't stand her presence, it felt filthy. She immediately fell unconscious. Coming back to my senses and realizing what I had done, I was frightened and fled. After that, I never went to my father's place again. I even thought my father might be arrested as a criminal. I thought it would serve him right if he, the one having an affair, got arrested. For several months, I lived in fear. Then, my mother told me that my father was feeling lonely. She suggested we visit him together, and at first, I refused, but the thought of that woman still bothered me, so I went with my mother to see my father. He seemed to be doing well. We exchanged a few words. It was time to leave. I glanced into the bedroom and saw the evening sun casting its glow. It was then that I realized the gravity of what I had done.